Welcome to the channel. On this video I am ranking the 5 best female-led martial arts movies. Featuring hand-to-hand combat, sword fight including kung fu, karate, all the way to wuxia. Martial arts action films are malleable and blend seamlessly well with other genres, including science fiction and comedy. While there are countless undeniably iconic male-led martial arts films, female-led ones are just as great, offering a unique perspective and an interesting female gaze take on the genre. So on this list, I present to you the 5 best female starring martial arts movie from number 5 all the way to number 1. Please don't forget to support this channel by hitting that subscribe button. At number 5 on this list is So Close. So Close is a 2002 Hong Kong action film directed by Corey Yuen. So Close is a thrill-a-minute shootout, with lightning-quick action sequences and great performances by Shu Qi, The Transporter, Zhao Wei, Shaolin Soccer, and Karen Mok, Black Mask. When a gang of assassins murders their parents, 2 sisters inherit the family business, a state-of-the-art computer surveillance system. Armed with the ability to see around corners and disappear into thin air, the sisters become the most accomplished killers for hire in Hong Kong. But when the sisters fulfill a contract and take out a wealthy computer magnate, a beautiful undercover detective is suddenly hot on their tail. Now loyalties are tested, alliances are questioned, and survival becomes the extremist sport of all. With some of the best action scenes to appear on this film, So Close is a high-octane hit. If you hate American action flicks, if you don't revel in nerve-wracking psychodramas too badly, if you can appreciate style over substance, and if you're into Asian cinematography, pick So Close. Rest assured there's plenty of nonsense in this movie, even cliches from time to time, but there's not enough of it to prevent you from enjoying it. Really, even acting was fine with me. Action is exquisite, girls are lovely, effects are cool, plot is trivialized, but sufficient, I guess. It was meant to be easy and fun, and you know what? It's easy and fun, alright. When the movie ends, Lin realizes what's happening and rushes to save Sue, who doesn't have the skills to carry out the hit. They are attacked by Chao's men but escape. Now the assassin and the cop must join forces so Sue can avenge her sister's death and Hong can prove her innocence in a spectacular confrontation at Chao Nun's headquarters. At number 4 is Charlie's Angels. Charlie's Angels is a 2000 American action comedy film directed by Mick G. The movie stars Cameron Diaz, Drew Barrymore, and Lucy Liu as 3 women working in a private detective agency in Los Angeles. A trio of elite private investigators armed with the latest in high-tech tools, high-performance vehicles, martial arts techniques, and an array of disguises unleash their state-of-the-art skills on land, sea, and air to track down a kidnapped billionaire-to-be and keep his top-secret voice identification software out of lethal hands. They're beautiful, they're brilliant, and they work for Charlie. In Charlie's Angels, a sexy, high-octane update of the original 70s action comedy TV series. Charlie's Angels might not be perfect, but I still enjoy it every time I watch it. Sure, there's an overemphasis on style, and it has its gratuitous moments, but honestly, it works. The over-the-top action, comedy, and wittiness complement the movie's tone. It's not trying to be a replica of the original series, instead, it's doing its own thing, and it's a lot of fun. The direction is solid, and the plot is simple enough to follow without overcomplicating things. That said, they don't hurt the movie, they just add to its flashy, unique vibe. The acting isn't bad either. Cameron Diaz, Drew Barrymore, and Lucy Liu bring a lot of energy and charm to their roles, and I like how the movie feels like it's always on the move. The characters are all over the place, in a good way, which gives the film its own signature style. Overall, Charlie's Angels is a fun, flashy action comedy that doesn't take itself too seriously. It's entertaining, energetic, and definitely worth a watch if you're in the mood for something lighthearted and over the top. It might not be groundbreaking, but it's undeniably fun. At number 3 is Chocolate. Chocolate, also known as Zen, Warrior Within, is a 2008 Thai martial arts film starring Yanan Jija Vismistananda in her debut film performance. An autistic girl with powerful martial arts skills looks to settle her ailing mother's debts by seeking out the ruthless gangs that owe her family money. When a Thai woman falls in love with a Japanese gangster, but they part ways after her employers disapprove, with violence. A few months after the split, she gives birth to Zen, a girl with autism. Said autism allows Zen to master martial arts moves by watching them. She also enjoys chocolate, thus the title. When Zen's in her teenage years, her mother gets cancer and needs money for treatment. Zen's friend, and occasional caretaker, Moom finds a black book listing everyone who owed her mother money from her days as an enforcer. They head out to reclaim it, with violence. Unfortunately, those people are with the same criminals that split up Zen's parents, and they're still hungry for revenge. The focus is on the fights and, though I am hardly a connoisseur of the genre, I was certainly entertained by the fight sequences. It's called chocolate, but cheese would have been just as good. Soaked with tears, full of schmaltz, and yet strewn with bodies, Prakyupinkayu's new Kick 'em Up is extreme action, extreme melodrama, and extremely hard to resist. The action scenes are intriguing, starting simply in building up to use dangerous props and treacherous locations. Anyone knows we all come here just to see the girl kick serious behind. At least she does just that, and after a while chocolate mainly and plainly feels like the exhibition that it is. I have to confess, however, that the astonishment factor quickly wears thin and that down and dirty, no-frills Thai action movies can become just as boring to watch as their bloated Hollywood counterparts. At number 2 is Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Named Best Picture of the Year by over 100 critics nationwide. Two master warriors, Chow Yun-fat and Michelle Yeoh, are faced with their greatest challenge when the treasured green destiny sword is stolen. A young aristocrat, Zhang Zi, prepares for an arranged marriage, but soon reveals her superior fighting talents and her deeply romantic past. As each warrior battles for justice, they come face to face with their worst enemy and the inescapable, enduring power of love. Set against 19th century China's breathtaking landscape, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon is the action-packed, box office smash from acclaimed director Ang Lee, Sense and Sensibility, The Ice Storm, featuring stunning martial arts choreography by Yuen Wuping, The Matrix. Chinese martial arts films had found a market in the West during the Kung Fu boom initiated by Bruce Lee in the early 1970s. But Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon represents a new departure, an attempt to produce a sophisticated, big-budget Chinese film that would appeal both to mainstream Western audiences and to audiences in the Far East. Through their quest to find the stolen sword of green destiny, warriors Yu Shulin, Michelle Yeoh, and Li Mu Bai, Chow Yun-fat, explore themes of love, loyalty and sacrifice. Ang Lee was an astute choice as director. The location shooting was on the Chinese mainland, and the actors came from Malaysia, Hong Kong and Taiwan, as well as China. Instead of the Shaolin School of Martial Arts, favored by Bruce Lee, Ang Lee opted for the more spiritual form of Wudong. Brute force is replaced by scenes of balletic grace as opponents climb up walls or flit through treetops. The widespread success of the film is a firm indication that Chinese culture is making its mark. And finally, number 1 on this list tops Kill Bill Volume 1. Kill Bill, Volume 1 is a 2003 American martial arts action film written and directed by Quentin Tarantino. It stars Uma Thurman as the bride, who swears revenge on a group of assassins and their leader, Bill, after they try to kill her and her unborn child. Her journey takes her to Tokyo, where she battles the Yakuza. Kill Bill was inspired by 1970s exploitation films and martial arts films. It features an anime sequence by Production IG. Volume 1 is the first of 2 Kill Bill films made in a single production. They were originally set for a single release, but the film, with a runtime of over 4 hours, was divided in 2. This meant Tarantino did not have to cut scenes. Volume 2 was released 6 months later. Kill Bill was theatrically released in the United States on October 10, 2003. It received positive reviews and grossed over $180 million worldwide on a $30 million budget, achieving the highest grossing opening weekend of a Tarantino film to that point.
Look. Whoop, whoop.